The downfall of going to the library so often is visiting their used books, and I think we're going to have to put a stop to this for ourselves, right? And yeah, so what I'm showing you are 3 separate library visits. I've just been so ashamed that it's been accumulating, and that doesn't make this any better. But let me show you what we got. All right, so these books are from one library visit. And the first, I was so excited. I thought I completed our latest Star Wars trilogy junior novelization set with Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. But we already have this, and that's okay. We can gift this to another individual who will enjoy it. But I think I need to keep a running list of like books we need to complete sets, because after a while these covers and everything just start to blur together. And then for my husband, for his classroom, for his theater class, No Fear, a Shakespeare companion, just to keep in his school library. Now, this is Her Heart for a Compass by Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York. Now, I read the unofficial, but could be a standalone sequel to this. And the name of that book is escaping me right now. Hang on. It was A Most Intriguing Lady. I read it last year. And this was like, you know, the first one for her, for that series. And I said, if I come across it used, I would get it. And I came across it used. And the other one I got for $1. And this one I think is 50 cents. So why not? And then the last thing was, I think, a big find. My husband was thrilled. This is The Great Comet of 1812. And this is a hefty hardcover book. It's in pristine condition, dust jacket, and it still has the CD with it. And it's the full script and information and things about the production and costumes and everything. And what's also really, great is he had students asking about this play, this musical, so he can bring it in, although he kind of selfishly does not. So it might be, he brings it in, but it doesn't stay in the library of his classroom because he really likes this. So all of these books were from one library. Let me get you the ones from a different library. Okay, so these are from a different library visit, and we actually had more in our pile, but we took it aside, and because my kids found books, and it was are you really interested in this book? Think about if you would enjoy mommy or daddy or Momo to read this to you, or if you would read this to yourself. And we actually put some books back, so we do have some kind of self-control. The first is Jurassic Park, oldie but goodie. Now my son chose this. He's 10, and he's extremely sensitive visually. He has not seen the Jurassic Park and World movies. He watches like Chaos Theory and Camp Cretaceous on Netflix, the Lego shorts of it, but he hasn't seen the movies. They are too graphic and violent for him. He gets nightmares and things like that. So he is putting this away for his future self, and we told him it's going to be different and whatnot, but he really wanted to put it away for his future self. So, and then for both kids, they're interested in trying Captain Underpants. It's hit or miss, this series with them. They love Dog Man. So we'll see if they get into this one. And then my son is actually currently reading this one, 5-minute Star Wars villain stories. He was very excited to find that because we have all the heroic stories, but not the villain. So those are what they found. And then, okay, what I'm going to show you next, I had as a kid. And we used it when my mom homeschooled me. I would pull a card out of this and do a paper on it. We're not going to do that. But does anybody remember this? It's Story of America. And it has all of these cards in it, and it goes by like theme. You know, here's like the guidebook for it, and it's like important events, Nat Turner's Rebellion, and you know, it has information, the founding of Jamestown, famous places like Ellis Island, and then it has the Navajo, and what else? Grover Cleveland, Abraham Lincoln, years to remember, 1803, all these things, and then plain old life in America, like the Salem witch hunt, things like that. I was super excited to find this. One, took me back to my childhood, but two, I love different types of manipulatives for homeschool that aren't just a workbook or a book. So what I'm thinking is, you know, one time a day, we'll pick a card and just read what's on it. And it opens it up for conversation, for future research. So I was really happy to find this again, both for nostalgia purposes and for homeschool current purposes. And last but not least, a different library visit. We go to the library a lot, as you can tell. My husband found this. It is Circe by Madeline Miller. And I'm not familiar with it, but I saw it on the shelf and I had a feeling he would gravitate towards it. So he got that for himself. And then I found large print crosswords. My mom loves crosswords. She needs them to be large print because she has vision problems. So this is a decent size for her. And my son wants to do these with her. She does word searches with them, and my son wants to help her with crosswords. So for everything, it was $9. How do you say no to $9 with all of this and supporting the local libraries? And with everything going on, we need to support where we can with all the things that are happening. But I'm quite pleased. And now we got to go put them away. So thanks for sticking around for the used book haul from the libraries. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.